Okay, I once loved you, and you say you loved me, but you treated me hatefully. You always showed up late for me. Also, I don't entertain ghetto activity. You tried to dim my light and limit me. You failed to make my plight grimacing. Be mindful of the people who try to destroy you because their version of power is bullying. That's how they were raised. Their father bullied their mother, their father bullied them, their father gaslit their mother. Be mindful of people who mistake bullying and coward, that mob mentality, mistake that for power. Because when they encounter you who are truly powerful and you're able to not only survive the attacks but conquer them, they're going to develop this distorted, Aston, please come take it away. This distorted desire for you. They're going to think it's love, but you can't love something that you've done that to. You can admire it, because remember, when you love something, you won't hurt it in the first place. If you truly love, trust me, if you truly love someone, you won't hurt them in the first place. And where we are now in humanity, the only way we're going to evolve is if we do everything out of true love. The other day I said we shouldn't be talking about unconditional love, because unconditional love is abusing love. Because unconditional means you can kick me in the face and I'm still going to love you. No, that's not love. That's Stockholm Syndrome. I've been accused of being bitter for being single so long. I'm not bitter. I've healed myself from the peasants that I encountered. Now, I've ascended to empress level. So, what am I going to do with peasants? I'm waiting for my emperor. He must find me behind my metal grey door. Even though I hardly go out, he must find me. That's what I expect. Okay, so me refusing to get back with my exes it's not a grudge. It's not a grudge. It's a thing of self-respect, but also that love is dead. I buried it. Not love, that encounter, that bond, whether it was a trauma bond or whatever, I buried it. I grieved. I spent years, months healing myself of shame, healing myself of feelings of self-abandonment, because I saw the signs. You get what I'm saying? You saw the signs. From the first day you saw the signs. No, this is different. When you see a man down, the worst thing you can do is try and lift him up as a woman, because he's going to feel this carnal resentment towards you, because achievements and success is a masculine thing. Men thrive off men thrive off meeting goals, building stuff. So if you build something for him, it's like watching porn. You're not getting real pleasure. It's like fake pleasure. So just before you think of feeling sorry for a man, go read up on some male psychology and some child psychology to understand why the grown adult is behaving that way. And then it's also going to open stuff up to you. I'm telling you, like, being in these relationships has taught me so much about my own wounded feminine energy and my own wounded masculine energy. Like, I kept attracting men who technically had gender confusion. I mean, you don't have to be with another man to, you know what I'm saying? Gender confusion is when you are trying to conquer a woman, when you are trying to get revenge on women because of your mother not being a woman and letting your father walk all over. Because that's where gender confusion comes from seeing your mother being beaten. So now you wanna be a man over other men. You understand? To heal that feeling of disempowerment that you felt from your mother. Gender confusion is deep, guys. It's deep. It's something that needs to be healed, not glamorized. That's why the media kind of like pushes gender confusion forward, because they know the destructive ripple effect it has, not only on the person themselves but everyone around them. I attracted so many partners who were so confused about their gender, trying to conquer women. Why? Because my masculine energy, I myself was fighting gender confusion. You understand? Because I didn't have a strong masculine figure and my mother was a distorted masculine, I had now those wounds inside me to heal. So when I got into these relationships, I was more of a man than they were. I was a better provider, I was a better strategizer, I was a better problem solver. And then when do they get to do those things if I'm doing it for them? So I had to learn that. And now I've developed into womb. I'm no longer woman, I'm now fully womb. I'm fully fertile, open, creative life force. My presence alone is healing, as you get feeling. My presence is healing as you are feeling, you understand? So it wouldn't make sense for me to now betray myself, undo all of this work, and go back. You know? Love don't live there no more. You have to, and I also had to accept that my past relationships weren't love. I wasn't in love with them. I was seeking stability. My first relationship, we were both working. We got to the point of getting a house on bond so quickly. Within 2 years, we had a house on bond. That was our second apartment, fully furnished. We were renovating everything so it looked right. Second relationship, he was living in his deceased mother's home that he bought for her. No. He was living in his deceased mother's home, and next door he had a home that he had bought that he was renting out, So that looked very stable. I mean, for a womb, that is a mighty foundation to build greatness off. But the foundation was there, but there was a lot of mold and rot. He wasn't interested in growing. He considered himself a sunken ship, a shipwreck. He was like, there's no hope for him. What do I want? He even asked me, what do you want from me? There's no hope, So, ek is besig. So, and then relationship number 3, I just came out of that horror. I'm not even thinking about a man, and here this young, charming guy comes out of nowhere, sweeps me off my feet, and he was a distraction. He was where I got to go smoke my ganja by him every day. I got to take my daughter, because she was still a really small baby, and just be out of the stress of this home where my childhood caregiver was just a tyrant. She just, those people that you can't live in the same house with them because they hate happiness, they hate peace, they hate serenity. That stuff just makes them uncomfortable. So, after being in trauma bonds for the sake of convenience, I'll be uncomfortable for as long as it takes, and I've already been uncomfortable for 10 years, so it's fine. I know my discomfort is over, and in the end, I'm already in balance. So why would there be any rush for a man? Okay, so before you let any of these retrogrades weaken your boundaries and have toxic past wounds that you've already healed, now be reopened. Just think about yourself. Is it worth it, Back in the day, we didn't have choice. Our parents didn't have choice, really, of who they married and stuff. There was a lot of arranged marriages and stuff. We have choice now. There's over 9 billion of us here. We have choice. You can find love at any age. You can receive love at any age.